Ele não gosta de acompanhar a filmagem.
Melhor o montador não participar da filmagem. Uma das vantagens do montador é ele ter o olho virgem em relação ao material. Se o cara é montador, ele necessariamente tem que ser crítico em relação ao material.
Ah, é? Ah, então tá. Ele fica muito envolvido, né? Então, tu acha uma piada super boa, super engraçada e tal, mas às vezes nem é tão engraçada.
Tô rindo por dentro.
E a dificuldade de montar comédia está justamente nisso, está em tentar achar ela engraçada cada uma das 50 vezes que tu vai ver aquela piada, tu tem que achar ela engraçada, senão não está funcionando.
Tu tem que acreditar naqueles personagens para serem engraçados. Eles são extremamente sérios, eles acreditam em tudo aquilo que eles estão fazendo.
Quem tem que rir é o espectador.
Mujer de fases. Complicada y perfectica.
Creo que tiene potencial para que sea una comedia muy graciosa en América Latina y en cualquier lugar donde se emita.
Eu sei que você é emo, Pierre, mas hoje eu gostaria que você fosse homem, entendeu?
Solo por HBO. Esta noche en HBO. Primero, Los Dueños de la Noche. Luego, Tierra Árida. Y después, Tremé. El mejor entretenimiento. Esta noche en HBO.
A continuación, I Can't Do This, But I Can Do That. A continuación por HBO.
People can sometimes think bad things of me because I'm special ed, but a lot of times people think I'm really smart.
I usually don't think I can't. I have hard time with, but that's different than can't.
I can do everything that anyone else can do, but it might take me more time.
If we set our minds to it, we can do it.
Well, I've been defeated, and then I was given hope, and I want to show that hope will not die.
We have different minds that we're going to be able to do great things in the future. I definitely agree with that. I can't do this, but I can do that. A film for families about learning differences. My name is Abby, and I have dyslexia.
One more, right?
Reading and spelling and writing are the things that I'm not so much good at. And traversed. Do you want to read? I think if you read it, I might get a little bit of it, but I can't understand it at all.
Abby has dyslexia, a learning difference that causes her to mix up similar words, letters, and numbers.
Have you started writing it yet?
One of my teachers didn't know that I was dyslexic, so he was like, you got a paragraph done in 45 minutes. I'd see the other kids whizzing through the paper, just doing problems. and I'd be still on the first one because no one had taught me at all. They had taught me the way they learn, not the way I learn.
We are going to put 2:36 on your mini clocks. Turn your clocks around, Abby. It's okay if you got it wrong because you know we learn from our mistakes.
Why am I not good at the easy stuff?
And we are going to put it to 1 hour ago. And can you show me that on your clock, please? Okay, Abby, can I see your clock, please? Can you tell me what time that is?
I don't know.
Okay.
Why am I not like everybody else? It's always sort of, for me, something's on the other side of the wall. But I can't get to it because I can't get through this easy stuff.
Most of her writing throughout first grade was backwards. This was I Don't Like It, her title for her Dr. Seuss for the Green Eggs and Ham. She moved on from that to everything became phonetic. Sister is S-T-E-R, Flyd is F-L-Y-D, and Heaven was H-E-V-I-N.
Nobody got my story. Nobody understood what I was going through. Nobody knew what was wrong with me. We went to recess and I got pulled out and I had to sit there and read.
Okay, Abby, you have 5 minutes exactly to read the passage and answer the questions. Starting now.
It was just making me so angry. Why am I losing recess every day? Why? The teacher went out of the classroom and I heard her say, Abby's stupid. I was like, well, she called me stupid, so I must be stupid. It was just like the worst year of my life. It was a nightmare. It wouldn't stop.
She had written a note that she wanted to read to them at school, and it said, if you knew how I felt, you would see how hard it is. I would let you in and get you help. But now it's too late. See you never again. And she had drawn her broken heart to show how she was feeling.
If you don't get the right help, then it's not worth, living almost. We heard somebody playing a mouth organ.
We were told that she will never keep up and she would never learn to read. They said she's just slow. You should accept her for what she is. I didn't believe it in my gut. So that was when we chose to put her in a full-time program.
After several months with a reading specialist, Abby has an easier time keeping up in class.
How many L's are in show? 2 or 1?
2.
How do you spell because?
B-E.
Never mind, I'll spell it on my own. Stop. Is there an A in it? Because there's no A in mine, my version.
I've had an A into the version.
I used to really hate reading because I didn't know how to, and it just became a big pain. Now I love books.
Weary? What's weary?
Weary? What's weary?
That's wiry.
Every day I get more faith in myself. I'm actually really in a great place to be able to dance and do whatever I want. It's been really just a comfort for me. And it's getting better. I'm still in the race of knowing I can do it if I really try, though.
Figure out how much these coins are worth.
Nice work.
Math is one of the most important things in the world. It can help you out with counting change, counting 1 to 100, and maybe if you don't have much money, you can count how much money you have.
How much money you got there?
5.
Hold on a second. We had how many here?
2 nickels.
No, 2 quarters.
Quentin's dyslexia and dyscalculia make it hard for him to understand numbers, and to solve math problems.
Second grade was the worst for me because math was too hard. I got so embarrassed I couldn't even do a math problem.
Now we got 75 here, right?
Mm-hmm.
75 plus 10.
87.
I would try to look on my classmate's paper and see if he's doing really good, and I would copy, but I don't feel really good about it. Not one bit. When my brother was about 6 years old, he started doing math problems, and I was going to do math problems with him too, but I never could handle them. He was better than me.
Okay, we're going to go over to the card store, guys, and buy one birthday card for Grandpa Uncle Ron. Get some birthday wrapping paper. Then you guys can get something for yourselves.
Okay, Glenn, let's see who has more. 25? 32? I have $1.37. I really don't know how to count money.
Okay, remember what we need. One card, birthday wrapping paper,
Yep.
and
Something for us.
a little something for each of you guys. Okay, go.
Hope you get all that you wish for. Yeah.
So what about this one?
Happy birthday from both of us. The cute one and the smart one. Let's get that one. Okay. 249.
You think we have it all together?
429. 149. You think we have enough money?
Yeah. Let's buy a little something for ourselves.
Okay. I think I'll get some balloons. I think I'll get like 3. I should just get 1. I'm gonna get 2. Okay.
So you have $2.50 here and $2.50 here. Do you know how much that makes?
$5.
Very good, yeah. And then we're going to add on another $12.
And I don't think we have $12.
Maybe.
So 12 and 5 is
16?
It's 12 and 5 is 17?
17.
And then you have another $1.50. So 17 plus $1.50.
It's hard. Stores are just not my thing to do. Kids have laughed at me in that store.
You don't quite have enough. Do you want to take something off? You want to take?
I think let's take off the balloons, Clay.
Take off the balloons?
Take off 1 balloon.
Okay.
There you go, guys. There you go.
Sometimes kids say bad things about me. It hurts. It really hurts. They said, hey, cue ball, hey, stupid, hey, weirdo. I felt very alone. I'm normal like them. I learn differently, but I'm like them, kind of, in a different way. I still have problems with math, but I can do dirt biking. When I got on my dirt bike, it felt like I got reborn. My learning challenges are pretty hard, but I still can handle them by step by step by step.
Good job, Quentin. I did it. Hey.
Maybe I'll become president in the future. I don't know.
There you go, nice.
I don't want to hold me back. I want to stay in first place. In front of that dyslexia. I want that dyslexia to stay in second place.
Wake up, America! I mean, totally, just wake up. Okay, so this is it. Special Education Recognition Award. I got it because I noticed that special ed students were being made fun of and that some of them were really smart and bright. Hey, people, I'm special ed and I'm smart. And there's a lot more smart special ed students.
I have so many ideas, that I have trouble writing them down. I can't have too many. You can have like a whole story written down in your head, but everybody else is like working on the first bits of the organizer thing. And then, but you haven't done anything, like really. And then the problem is that if I have the whole story written down in my head, what about the word choice? What? I just don't know exactly how I'm going to format the words.
Because of her learning differences and her attention deficit disorder, Julia has a hard time planning and completing her work.
So what do you think? We don't have very many lines, so we're going to write it over here.
3 things that I really am bad at. Prioritizing, and organization, and getting things done.
Julia, let's think about what we're going to say on the next sentence, and then you can write it.
I have a lot of trouble focusing on the paper and writing things down.
Julia, that's not how you hold a pencil. Come on, sweetie, you know how to write, can't you? You're halfway through the second sentence. Can you finish the sentence off?
I just get really stressed and overwhelmed. I'm not thinking about the assignment. I'm thinking about get it done, get it done, get it done.
Can you read the second question?
What do I have to do the second?
Yeah, Julia, it's like one story with 3 questions. Let's just do one. Let's just do the...
You said
Jules?
What?
I'm coming in. Can I come talk to you?
I don't want to do so many.
Julia, if we concentrate, we can knock this out in 2 minutes flat, okay? And then we can go do some fun stuff.
As you have trouble focusing on some things, it's the things that you're not interested in that aren't as interesting that you're not focused on. But things that are very interesting to you, you get hyper-focused.
Be sure that you've used excellent sentence fluency. It says write a paragraph about the setting of your scene. So maybe you want to close your eyes and think about what your scene looks like.
A very helpful thing for me is to have somebody scribe for me. It was December 30th, the day before my little sister Cece's birthday. I just talk and it gets written down.
Period or comma?
Period. It's important that you do ask for help. Even though it can feel a bit shameful, ask for it. It's really important for children to have this extra help because that's what makes them able to go on to great things. I find it so much easier to write my feelings than to tell my feelings because it's only the paper that's knowing them. I sometimes feel like no one listens to what I need to say. I sometimes feel like people make fun of me. Then I get angry. I need to do something that can save myself from a fight. I need to get my brains back to do what is right. I feel like the world means nothing to me when I'm angry. Poems just come. I don't really feel as if you like write them. I feel as if they just are things that just come. As if they were always there. But just like you're the editor. And you're just putting them into words. Rules! Write about rules when you were told to write about rules. Write when you were told to. It's a rule. Rules is what can make you mad at school. Erg. I really someday want to get my poems published. One more piece of cake, please. A Mother's Day collection of poems. It's really the only way I feel my feelings can get out in a way that people will understand.
My name is Joey, and I have audio processing disorder. It's hard for me to think and hear at the same time.
I'm impressed.
I would explain something to Joey, and he would seem like he was just ignoring me, but he wasn't. He really just didn't understand what I was saying.
Say hand.
Hand.
Say say.
Say.
Say see.
See.
Joey's auditory processing disorder makes it hard for him to recognize and interpret sounds.
All right, we're going to make the background noise a little bit louder for you. Say chair. Just take a guess.
What?
Say chair.
Thumb.
Okay. Say add.
And.
Say when. Joey had to listen to my voice with what we call a multi-talker babble. So it sounds like there's 4 people talking in the background having different conversations. When he's having to listen and the background noise is just as loud as my voice is, he really starts to struggle with understanding. Do you get distracted if people make a lot of noise?
Yeah. He would misunderstand a lot of directions. If he would get in trouble, he would get upset. And when he got upset, he would lose his ability to express himself. He was suspended 3 times in 1 month.
A lot of people thought I was rude and an angry kid. When I first got to my new school, I didn't really trust anyone.
Hey, Joey.
And like I kept going to the principal. When people walk by, they think I just got in trouble, but I don't really get in trouble. It's just, I just need to cool down, just very frustrated.
I wanted to touch base with you about what happened in PE.
Well, I forgot what happened.
Do you remember you got a little upset about the team stuff, and I think your team was not doing so well?
I wasn't really mad. It's just I was like sort of frustrated because Coach didn't let me finish what I wanted to say. I just kept getting irritated. I know what I'm trying to say, it's just hard to get it out.
For Joey, he's had years of feeling like he's in trouble, he's not being listened to, he can't get his ideas out.
Look, I need you to follow directions, otherwise we can't use them, okay?
And what we learned is that he was feeling under threat, and when he speaks, you really just have to sit and wait.
I knew my son was not a violent child. He was a child that was hurting a lot. He was a child that was being bombarded with sounds, with not being able to understand what was being asked of him. And we just, as an adults, didn't understand him.
I'm going to read you all of the information. And what are you going to do?
Imagine it.
You're going to make the movie in your head, right?
Yes.
Joey has difficulty processing the entirety of language that he listens to. It's just sort of grabbing it at bits and pieces and not getting the big picture. You can go all the way back to individuals like Albert Einstein, who are quoted as saying, if I can't picture it, I can't understand it. You ready to give me a word summary?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
I picture a forest.
Students who have a hard time visualizing also have a hard time verbalizing because they're not using the movie in their mind to help them find the appropriate words.
There's a river.
Good.
And a fox, it started to scratch itself.
What we're looking to do is help him create those pictures that will then help him hold on to information that he's heard. What would you say is the main idea for this paragraph?
Like a fox is so clever that it knows how to get rid of fleas that easily.
All right. Well done.
I felt hopeless, like, for a long time. Like, I felt like I can't do anything. It's like I had a poor future. Then I thought maybe I could just change that future. I finally found a solution to my #1 issue, which was my anger. There's like 2 parts of me, a bad side and a good side. The bad side is like a dragon, and the good side is like a knight. It looks like he's going to chop your head off. And it's pretty cool. For a long time, like, the knight started to lose. And then later, he started defeating the dragon and almost killing him.
We go to Denver Academy, and some people may say it's a retarded kid school, but that's only because they're jealous of us.
When I first came to this school back in 5th grade, I looked down and I thought I was superior because I came from such a harder school. And then I sort of slowly let my guard down, made friends, kind of just open. I got to have that freedom without being worried what people were going to think.
Some children feel more confident in a school for students with learning differences.
My math teacher in 4th grade was an evil person, and she made us memorize our times tables in front and recite to prove it to her. She made us all recite them in front of the class. I couldn't do anything. And then what happened is she put every single person's progress on the back of her newsletter that went out to the whole class. And I felt pretty helpless then because I'm like, what can I do now?
Every time I would almost panic every time she called on me. I really wanted to
would go hide. You yourself are going to write 5 really basic sentences.
Under the big long laundry list, I have sensory processing disorder, attention deficit disorder, dysgraphia, and that means that my handwriting is terrible. Your teachers can't read anything, and they're going to start getting frustrated. And then once they start getting frustrated, you start thinking, what did I do wrong? I can't help it. And you try to help it, and sometimes that makes it worse. Whenever I hear somebody refer to a learning difference as a disability, I get kind of mad because it's not a disability. If they have a preconceived notion that a difference is a disability, your expectations drop amazingly. And I can do better than that. And I feel like, kind of like discarded.
We were split up at times to read different books. And there would be a lower group, and it would keep stacking. I was always in the lower group. I hated it, and just because of that, I thought, hey, let's piss them off. I'm not going to do any of the damn work and see what they do. And I was confronted many times, and I was like, I told them, tell me what you're going to do to me. Tell me. And they just told me, I'm going to fail you, and you're going to restart this year, so I had to get my act together. There was such a depressing time in my life. I never totally thought of suicide. I thought, what happened if a freak accident happened and I died? Would that be better? Would that make the world less dumb? Because I thought I was just one of those people who they say every time you talk you made the world dumber. I would say to myself, that is true. Every time I do say something or think something, I made the world dumber. And I would be like, oh, I just did it again.
The kids would tease me because the teacher would always pick on me in front of everybody and say that I have detention, so they always thought that I was like not a kid to hang out with, and I was always sitting at the table with the unpopular kids. It just changed after I went to this new school. Everything just turned around for the better.
Wait! Don't do it yet. Well, you just told us to.
Now I can express myself a lot more, and it feels good.
Happiness, sunshine, rainbows. 2, 3.
I'm like, okay, I'm not good at handwriting. I can still play guitar, right? With the guitar, there is no wrong answer. There are gifts and there are drawbacks. Usually you notice the drawbacks most, but the gifts you don't notice, and they help.
There we go.
It is motivational.
Fire. So warm, so comforting. And at the same time, evil with sinister like knives. Spirits of the living. Reading back my work has always been a challenge because of my spelling. The ceremony of dancing. Well, really when I get to the end of this sentence, I have to completely make up the rest because I can't read my writing. So I'm always changing and improvising as I go. I wanted to be able to read my thoughts, and I wanted other people to see my thoughts, but they couldn't. And so that's frustrating.
Kent goes to public school, where he gets help for his dyslexia.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. How's your day? Okay. We want you to be able to get all your thoughts onto paper with ease, okay? And this software, it helps to predict what you're thinking. So these bacteria.
Bacteria.
Okay, so you've recognized it. So clearly it's a word that you've seen before. You know how it looks. Would it also help you if you could hear the words as you're writing them?
Yes.
Okay.
These.
These.
B-A. Back.
That's what I've noticed. Is that
Bacteria.
Okay. What did you hear?
Bacteria.
Bacteria. So you noticed
the
that
D
you...
needs to be changed to a B.
Right.
These bacteria are seeping into the aquifer.
Okay. So it's quite the accent that we have there. Let's try this voice-activated software.
These bacteria are seeping into our aquifers and polluting our water. Period.
As far as being able to get your ideas out, this is a good tool for you to use as well.
Awesome.
All right?
I agree.
Okay. Good work today.
Thank you.
So you all are going to be responsible for thinking.
Though I have a learning challenge, I like being a student.
How do you use turbulence in a sentence?
You can just do your best, that's okay.
Kent just wants to fit in, and I think for him, a large part of being able to compensate is because he is so good verbally.
You didn't put the results in of the tests?
He's able to form fabulous thoughts, and oftentimes it's just lost in translation as he's struggling to get it written.
I'm lost.
What I'm struggling with is partly a mind game, and as soon as I can master the mind game, I can succeed and get better.
Humpty Dumpty was a wonderful guy, friendly, pleasant, a little bit shy.
I joined the children's chorale in 2nd grade. You have to audition and you work your way up, and I reached my goal to be in tour choir, and now I'm in national tour choir, and it's really fun.
Humpty, he was a good egg. Dumpty, such a good egg, but you've got to use the sense.
Sometimes he did have trouble tracking the music, knowing where we were in the music. But we also discovered that that didn't stop Kent.
Humpty Dumpty climbed up on the wall, careful.
Being intuitive is one of my strengths, and I've used that to overcome my challenges by being able to think on the spot. And also improvising has helped. Not only helped me learning, but it's helped me to improve my self-esteem.
I guess the yoke's on us.
I'll think of something that I've overcome or something that I can do well, and that'll help lift me.
We have different minds that we're going to be able to do great things in the future. I definitely agree with that.